On a cold, rainy day, as the rain is pouring, the wind is blowing with a very soft, cold breeze. You are walking in a nearly crowded street. You witness the sensational view of the red glow illuminating from the red lanterns, swinging from side to side. You can hear the sound of the raindrops hitting the ground. You hear and feel the wind on your skin. The red glow giving off a feeling of warmth. I can't help it but get a nostalgic sad feeling from this artwork. With all this in place, I can't help it but ask myself why this artwork makes me feel this way. Of course, it could be just me being delusional. It's not uncommon. But regardless, I think there is a reason. Maybe just how the artwork itself is done. But so far, this has all been just my interpretation of this artwork. But was this the original intention of the artist? To be truthful, I don't know for sure. But I think the answer to this question lies in the composition and how that composition is set up, which, for simplicity's sake, I started calling the composition the closed space composition. I'll explain later, or I'll explain here and now. I call it a closed space composition because of how everything in the artwork is placed. I know there are better terms for this composition, but I sincerely feel it's simpler like this. I previously mentioned that the name comes from the way things in this artwork are placed, or the placement of things in the artwork. And I want to explain further on that and how that is important to this artwork. There is a wall on the right side of the artwork here. It covers almost half of the entire artwork here, and that's what is important about it. By covering this much of the artwork, it directs the viewer directly to the important part of the artwork, or it draws the viewer's attention, and it works hand in hand with this piece of architecture on the other side of the artwork. As for what I call the piece of architecture, it has the same purpose as the wall on the other side. It directs attention, if not even more. It gives off a feeling of time, or a sense of time, because this looks like an ancient Eastern Asian design architecture. Maybe ancient Chinese designs. The architecture on the left and the wall on the right direct attention to the center of the work. That's where they are, these people. carrying umbrellas. Even from a distance, their clothing appears that of ancient Eastern Asian designs of the time, which gives into the theory of a sense of time, but might also serve another purpose. But it might also serve another purpose. Maybe making this artwork look livelier, which might also give a very deeper sense of isolation to the main subject. The character of this artwork doesn't blend into the background that surrounds her, but rather she stands out from it, making it easier to spot her. The umbrella she's carrying limits the amount of the sky you can see. I don't know if I've said it right, but the point is, it closes the upper part of the artwork, making it easier to be immersed in the moment. It also adds to the feel of the work, as it allows you to envision the weather, helping it create a sense of atmosphere, or to create the atmosphere, just that. The lanterns are the easiest things to pick up, and I think that's intentional. To be frank, I don't know what to call them. Lights, lamps, lanterns, but whatever they are, there is no doubt that they are of ancient Eastern Asian designs. And I think that's what's interesting about them. They help in setting up the mood, create a sense of time, and create warmth. The sky creates the conditions. I have no idea how these artists managed to make the sky look so misty and cloudy by just painting it. I think tools like Blender could have played a part, because sometimes the artist mentions the tools on social media and YouTube, of course. But I don't think he's the sort of artist who is incapable of pulling it off. But to have it look this realistic, to even something like raindrops, even determining the direction the wind would pull them to by just looking at them, you could see that effect. If you zoom out, you can even tell by looking at the way the lanterns are tilted. The fabric the character is wearing. The point is that this takes time, patience, and of course, I think this artist is also knowledgeable in 3D animation. Contrast here is vital. I don't know how to perfectly explain it here, but all I could say is that at the basis of it all, the colors are saturated to better explain it. I'll say, let's look at the conditions being set up. There is a rain on this particular day. And what are the conditions of rain? When there is a heavy rain, mist naturally forms. The sky becomes cloudy because of the accumulation of nimbus clouds. It becomes cold. it becomes difficult to see things, especially those at a distance. It's like the mist consumes everything, and that becomes evident the far away you get from the character. Meaning, minimal amount of light combined together with the color scheme of the background, where the wall and most of the architecture, darker tones were used. Then, the placement of everything limits the lighting. Then, we have colors of the lanterns, which obviously stand out. The bright orange illuminating from the provide contrast here. And here's what I mean. Look at what's been set up. The rain presents a situation where there is this very cold, dense atmosphere, therefore contrasting with the bright orange color of the lanterns, which give a very warmer feeling to that very cold, dense atmosphere.